Hi, I'm Miss Hearn. Let's get started. And if you find this video helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up. That helps other students to find the video. So let's do number 5. What you want to think about first is, what kind of diagram do I have and what are the relationships between the marked angles? So I have two lines intersecting. I know that when lines intersect, we can get what kind of angles across from each other? Vertical, very good. Vertical angles are what? What's the relationship between them? Equal to each other, that's right. So remember when we had them marked, excellent, Shannon. When we had them marked as A and B, I said angle A is equal to angle B. That's the relationship we have to use to set up the equation. What will the equation be? What is A in this case? 7x plus 27, good. So 7x plus 27 equals 11x minus 37, very good. Okay, so I'd like everybody to take just a minute and try to solve that equation. Okay, so this equation, by the way, is slightly different than the one that we just solved a minute ago, because in the one we solved a minute ago, the x only appeared on one side of the equation. So you have an extra step that you have to do. Got to get the x's on one side if you haven't done that already. Different people are going to choose to do different steps. I just want to be clear about that, because what I choose to do might not be exactly how you worked it, but if you're using the rules correctly, then you should get the same result. I prefer not to have to work with negative numbers in front of the x if I don't have to. So I have the option of subtracting 11x from both sides, but I'd rather subtract 7x. But you might have chosen to subtract 11x, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, if you subtract 7x from both sides, then what's remaining on the left side? Good, 27. So 27 equals what? 4x's, right? Because 11x minus 7x's leaves 4x's, and a negative 37. Okay, so now the x, notice, only appears in one place in the equation. That's good. Now I want to get the numbers that don't have x's, the terms that don't have x's. By the way, when I say the word term, it just means things that are separated by a plus or a minus are called terms. Okay, so the term 37, I'm going to move over to the other side. Okay, so I am going to add 37. What's 27 plus 37? 64, good, equals 4x. And then this last step is pretty much always the same. We're going to divide by that, what's called a coefficient, the 4, because it's being multiplied by the x. And what's 64 divided by 4? 16. Okay, so 16 equals x. All right, and then what would I do next? Because I have to find the measures of the angles, remember. I'm not looking for x, really. So angle, the one that I have marked as angle A, that one is 7 times x plus 27. So plugging in 16, good, is going to give me 7 times 16 plus 27. Help me out here. What is that? 70 plus 40, 112. I'm thinking 139. Can you check for me? 139 degrees. And B is, oh, that's going to be a tough one. 11 times 16. Minus 37. 139 also. Oh, that's good. That checks. They should be equal because they're vertical, right? The next thing we're going to do is going to be a survey, and I want to remind you of all the different relationships you can see that I'm just going to ask you to set up the equation. So remember, depending on the diagram, we have different relationships. Okay, so let's scroll down now, and we're going to do for item number 6, the diagram on the left there, item number 6. Okay, so for this diagram, the survey is going to be which equation can be solved to find the value of k in exercise number 6. So all you need to do is select the right equation. There we go. Okay, so the most popular choice was C, which is correct, but let's take a look at Y, and a lot of you got this. Very good. Very good. Okay. So in this diagram, what kind of angle is being split into two angles? A right angle. Remember, this type of angle is called a right angle, and it is 90 degrees. So that means that if you have this angle 5K plus 5, let's call that angle A and B just to simplify for a second. So what we know is angle A plus angle B has to add up to 90 degrees. So one of them is 5K plus 5, the other one is 3K plus 5. So that means that it has to be C. They add up to 90 degrees. What B was, I think, the second most popular answer. What would make them add up to 180? If they're on a straight line, that's right. Now I'm going to go down to a different type of diagram, triangles, which is what we're going to do in the next video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That will help other students to find the video.